Hi everyone, it's Carol here from thestampingground.co.uk, and today I'm blog hopping with a team called Stampin' Around UK. Each month there is a theme to follow, and this month it's monochrome. So I decided to use something from the new catalogue and make an ink background. I've also used the Penguin Play stamp set and the Designer Series paper Penguin Playmates. All the links to the team's blogs will be in the description bar below, so do go and hop around because you'll see some fabulous designs there. The stamp set I've used is from the new mini seasonal catalogue, which is just out, and if you're a customer of mine, you will already have a catalogue now. And the papers are from the Celebration catalogue, which you can get the papers free if you spend £45 or more. Here's the catalogue, some fabulous things in, but I just want to show you the stamp set. It's a lovely stamp set, and it comes with a punch. It isn't just seasonal, it does have a happy birthday, it has a balloon, presents, etc. So it can go all year round. It's a lovely set, and the price is £29.50 for the bundle. This is the Celebration, and there's lots of lovely items that you can get free in here. You've got papers, there are stamps, dies. Here's the penguin one. These are the papers that I cut the polar bear from. So if you haven't got a catalogue, then just let me know and I'll be delighted to send you one in the post. And just before we start, I'll quickly just show you these lovely papers, all double-sided. This little penguin will be cut out. You can cut out with your punch. It fits it perfectly. You've obviously got the fox and the polar bear. So there's some beautiful beautiful designs. I think that one is fabulous. There we are. So we shall now get on. We need a card base that measures 8 by 5 3/4, scored at 4, and then a piece 3 3/4 by 5 1/2, and a piece 3 1/2 by 5 inch. And that's what we need for the front of our card, which will sit like this. We're going to start with the inking of the background. I'll just pop this on a piece of paper just to save the paper underneath. And I've cut out an inch circle, which is going to be the moon. The two inks that we're using are the Soft Succulent and the Evening Evergreen, along with a blending brush. Yeah, it's very simple, as long as you take your time. Just load your brush up with some ink. I usually just dab lightly. And then starting off the paper, as you can see, I'm doing it very, very lightly. And these blending brushes from Stampinup are they are excellent. The bristles are so soft. They do make the blending of the ink nice and easy. I didn't want just a stark white moon, so I actually wanted to ink first, and then we get it like that. So we're going to go over all of the card with this lighter green, which is a soft succulent. I will speed this up in a minute, but I just want I want to let you see what I'm doing first. And sometimes you think that there's no ink on your brush, but there is. There we are. That's the lighter shade done. Then we're going to go in with the darker shade, and I only want this near the bottom. So again, just start lightly at first. And just again, just take your time. There, now I've just pressed on a little bit harder there. There. Now we just need to add a little bit of snow. I'm going to use the Whisper White ink and just pop it on some acetate. And then I'm just going to get my water pen. Just add a little bit of water, we don't want lots. Give it a good mix around, and then I'm just going to splatter it, tap my pen over, just to get little bits that look like snow. If you haven't got any white ink, then there are white ink pens, and you can use dots, just put little dots on, and that'll be fine as well. Now we're going to make the snowbank for the polar bear to sit on. So we need a piece of scrap white paper, white cardstock, and also a piece of copier paper, roughly the same size. And we're just going to cut basically a wiggly line. Now this is wider than the card, so don't worry too much, just cut a wiggly line. And then just sit it at the bottom and make sure you're happy with it. Which I'm happy with that, so. Right, now with the copier paper, I'm just going to sit it where the cardstock would go, and then we're going to use the tree stamp from the Penguin Place. So So I'm going to use the Evening Evergreen, and you'd think it wouldn't show up on this dark ink background, but it does. So I'm just going to do a line of trees at different heights. You can go, oops, you can go back in between if you want. There we are. So we've now got a little wood. So we now need to put our cardstock onto the background now. So we just need to add liquid glue. I'll just put a piece of paper under here to just protect it doesn't get all sticky. So although it's longer than the card, I'm just going to glue it all, and obviously you can see where it needs to go. And then just snip with your scissors the sides off. We now need to fussy cut our polar bear out. As you can see, I have used lots from this paper already. And when you're cutting round, just be careful that you don't cut the fox's tail or his head off. Now when you're fussy cutting, you'll find it easier if you move the paper rather than your scissors. I once remember when I first started fussy cutting, I didn't like it. I thought it was hard. I used to get rough lines, and first of all, although my scissors I thought were sharp, they obviously weren't. And the other thing, I didn't move my paper. I tended to move the scissors instead. And now I enjoy fussy cutting. So where you get to like a curve, you will, as you can see, I move the paper. And that way it gives you a clean line where your scissors have been. There we are. So we'll just pop him to one side and we'll get on with a little bit more stamping. So next we're going to stamp the balloon, and I'm going to use the Evening Evergreen again onto white cardstock. So you'll need a piece of white, a scrap piece of white cardstock or a small piece. Make sure it's inked well. Give it a good press. Lovely. Now we're going to fussy cut this out as well. So again, if you watch, I move the paper rather than the scissors. You can't do something like this watching TV because you need to look where you're going. There. So again, we'll pop that to one side. And now we're going to stamp the presents. Again, the Evening Evergreen, and we're just going to stamp 3 of them. And then you want to fussy cut these as well. So these are nice and easy to do, just lines. And I did some earlier, so I will put these away, and you don't have to watch me do them all. And last but not least is the inscription. Now I've got 2 on here. And I'm just going to cut them out very close to the wording, and then cut some of them into pieces. You can decide where you're going to cut the pieces and what you want it to say. So just cut it nice and close. And then cut them into pieces. And I think that's all our bits and pieces done for our card. So we now need to bring everything back, and we'll assemble the front of the card. So we're just going to add some dimensionals onto the back of the polar bear. And that will pop him off the card, giving him some dimension, giving the card some dimension. And then just fit him to the right of the card. I forgot to add the balloon string. Oops. So again in Evening Evergreen, whoops, it's stuck to me. I'm just going to put it a little on an angle, I think, because I don't want the balloon going into the moon. There we are. So now we can pop him back on. And that's our balloon there. So I'm just going to put some dimensionals onto the back of this. And you could do the background in any colours really. A blue one would look very nice. It's entirely up to you. I did want to use the polar bear, so I thought, well, he's got a green scarf, so we'll do a green background. Now we just need to add our presents. Oops. So we're just going to add 2 like that and pop some glue on, and then we'll pop a dimensional on that and sit it on the top. So just add a tiny bit of glue to each of these. And then just pop it on top. There we are. Now we just need to pop our inscription on, and then when we're happy, if we just pick each one up and add some liquid glue and stick them down. So we're all finished, and we just need to put all this together now. So I'm going to pop some dimensionals onto the back of there. So we're just going to add some glue to the back of the card. I'm just going to put a couple of little birds flying. You don't have to do this. I'm not sure whether it adds anything to it or not, but I just thought I would. Right, we just need to decorate the inside, which is very simple. We're just going to lay these two together. But first we need to do the inscription and put a little snowflakes at the side. So again, in the evening evergreen, just add the snowflakes at the bottom. No, well, yeah, they are snowflakes. I'm going to say stars then. And then the little inscription says Season's Greetings. There. So there we are, all finished, and I thoroughly enjoyed making this Christmas card, and I hope you do too. So don't forget to go into the description bar below and hop around all the other talented ladies and enjoy until the next time. Bye bye.